It is.
Are you two taking Alka-Seltzer?
Oh, no. Alka-Seltzer.
New advanced formula Alka-Seltzer.
I have seen the light, guiding light, that is. Between the Lewises, the Spaldings, and Roger Thorpe, there's nothing but trouble brewing in Springfield. It's hot action and satisfaction you can't afford to miss. See the light, guiding light. It's wilder than ever.
Weekdays.
Two frightened children threatened by a dangerous intruder.
I was scared, really scared.
Their only lifeline, Rescue 911, tonight.
Baby Carrie is dying, waiting for a transplant, but her grandmother risks her own life to save Carrie. 48 hours, Thursday.
This is CBS.
Announcing our newest arrival, new 9 Lives kitten dinners. They're just right for delicate digestive systems. Perfect for tiny teeth. With just the right...
Clint Eastwood with a whopping palimony suit.
Tomorrow morning at 9.
Dr. Phelan, how is she? How's my little girl?
She's in recovery now, and I'm happy to report the operation went very smoothly. We were able to remove the spleen before the sac ruptured. Now, there's always the outside possibility that the internal bleeding could start again, so we're going to have to keep her closely monitored for the next 24 hours.
When can I see her?
As soon as she's conscious, but you've got to promise me to keep it brief. I'll let you know as soon as she's out of recovery and in a private room.
Thanks, Dr. Phelan. Thank you very much.
Doctors, in my opinion, the patient is going to pull through just fine. Bob, the officer that brought your granddaughter in here told me that her car was hit head-on by some kid who was DWI. Yeah, well, I don't care how young he was. That doesn't get my sympathy. As far as I'm concerned, I've treated too many innocent victims like Leanne. I mean, anybody who's stupid and selfish enough to consume alcohol and get behind the wheel of a car is a public menace and deserves to have the book thrown at him.
Hi,
Sorry it took so long.
Oh, no sweat. We've been really slow. I'll hang your coat up for you. I'll take care of the room till you're ready.
Thank you very much. Hello, yes, in Oakdale for Dr. Henry Matthews. Thanks. Hello, Dr. Hi, Dr. Matthew. This is Julie Snyder. I'm calling for a friend of mine who is in some serious trouble and he really needs your help. If you can call me tonight at work, the number is 555-3721. And if not tonight, then call me at home first thing in the morning at 555-8575. It's very, very important, so please get back to me as soon as you can. Thank you. Bye-bye. Duncan, did Lisa call from the hospital with any news about Leanne?
No, I would guess that Leanne is out of surgery by now, barring any complications.
I just came from the jail seeing Andy, and he is totally freaked.
I imagine he is.
It's just so unfair. You know, it's not like he meant to hurt Leanne or anything.
Oh, Julie, if life were fair, it wouldn't be Andrew Dixon that's behind bars right now. It would be scum like Tony Reyes.
But at least it's...
Duke, I've been going crazy worrying about Leanne. All Mom and Dad told me was that she was in the hospital.
A little late now, isn't it, Andrew?
I'm so sorry about what happened.
You still don't seem to get it, do you? Sorry's not gonna cut it this time. How many times did I try and help you? Didn't everybody try and help you? You had a choice to make, Andy, and you made it. You turned your back on all of us. You decided to get your help from a bottle of booze and lying and stealing and wallowing in self-pity, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Look at you, man. Look what you've done to yourself. You know, it's one thing if you want to mess up your life. But I will never forgive you for what you've done to Leanne.
I'd trade places with her in a second, man. I would trade places with her in a second. I swear.
You know, they were operating on her when I left, so that means right now, at this moment, she's fighting for her life. And if she doesn't pull through, I swear, brother or no brother, I'm gonna see that they lock you up and throw away the key. That way you'll never be able to hurt anyone ever again!
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Ivory Liquid, where clean and soft go hand in hand.
Hey, two movie stars just in from Hollywood. Pull up a chair and watch the show. Starring my hands, the greasy casserole dish, and the Ivory Liquid.
You know, Ivory's a bazillion times better than that other stuff.
Yep. Ivory cuts the grease.
Cleans like crazy. But Ivory doesn't dry my hands. They don't feel rough. See?
Ivory Liquid, where clean and soft go hand in hand.
You know you get your good looks from me. You?
Guess what's hot? The orange, tangerine, and lime taste of Sunny Delight. Even purple stuff is feeling the heat because Sunny's packed with vitamins A, B1, and C. Sunny Delight's got the smooth taste kids reach for all day long. So try what's hot.
Thanks, Mom.
It's a great choice for moms, too. Sunny Delight, the hottest thing in the refrigerator.
I can fix our heartburn with headache.
Not Alka-Seltzer.
This is advanced formula Alka-Seltzer with less sodium, and you can take it with just a little water.
It tasted great, but it's not Alka-Seltzer.
It is.
Are you two taking Alka-Seltzer?
Oh, no, Alka-Seltzer.
New advanced formula Alka-Seltzer.
Munch?
The grimy stuff on the glass of my microwave door.
Muckmire, the dirt that streaks across my windows.
No matter what you call it, new SOS Extra Strength Glass Cleaner gets rid of it. For any kind of mess, call SOS.
They're operating on Leanne?
I'm going back to the hospital.
Why? What happened? Duke, you gotta tell me what happened.
So you can see what you did to her? They're performing emergency surgery right now to remove her spleen before it ruptures.
What does that mean?
Why do you care?
I don't want to know. Leanne's my best... She's one of my best friends, damn it! I do care about her. I never meant to hurt her. If I'd known... Duke, all he wanted to do was just get out of town as fast as possible.
I wish you had. Do you have any idea how much pain you've caused your mom? What you've done to our pop?
They said they've had enough. They won't even get me a lawyer. They won't even post my bail.
You poor guy. You break my heart. Why should they help you? So you can go back out on the streets again, to get drunk on more booze, maybe steal someone else's wheels this time?
Duke, I'll pay for your van, all right? I'm sorry. I swear I'll pay you back.
How are you gonna do that? Gonna write another bad check? In the meantime, how's Casey gonna get back and forth to work? You never considered that, did you? You haven't considered anyone else's feelings for quite some time now, have you? All you've been thinking about is where you're gonna get your next drink, how you're gonna lie and steal to get it, and for what end, or for what great purpose are you throwing away your life like this? Is it for Julie? Man, I admired you so much when I first came here. I envied you in some crazy way, because I thought you had your life so together. And now? I wouldn't change places with you for anything on this world.
Gail, what do you do in New York?
I'm not in any business at the moment. Actually, I haven't worked for about 2 years. Sean Baxter and I were involved in New York. We lived together for about 2 years. But when he got the job offer out here, he just picked up and left me. It was rather unexpected, rather abrupt, and it hurt a lot.
I'm sorry.
When he asked me to move in with him, he also asked me to quit my job. He said he would take care of me. He was working rather long hours down on Wall Street to support the three of us.
The three of us?
He has a teenage sister, Courtney, who stayed with us for a while. Sean promised me that we were going to have a future together, and then he just up and left me. Without a cent, and with a huge rent to meet every month.
Well, that's low.
Yeah. That's the reason I'm here with my lawyer, Jerry Gifford. I'm suing Sean for palimony, for the support he owes me after taking away 2 years of my life. You don't approve?
No, on the contrary, I think Sean is responsible to at least get you on your feet again. He certainly seems to be rather well off.
He's crying poor.
Really? Then where did he get the cash to buy into Montgomery & Associates?
Well, if he's as impoverished as he says he is, all I can think is that someone must be giving him the money. I'd love to know who. It could be very useful in my case against him.
Well, you know, I have some contacts here in town. I could look into it, see what I can find out for you.
Would you? Well, I'd be very grateful.
Duncan, are you leaving already?
No, I just have to call the Argus and report Leon's accident.
I suppose you have to use Andy's name in the article, huh?
I'm afraid I do, but don't worry, I'll try and downplay it as much as possible.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. McKechnie.
Well, hello, you two. You seem in high spirits tonight.
Oh, we just came from a concert at Oakdale Youth. Thank you. Where's Shannon?
Oh, I had to put her on a plane earlier tonight.
Oh, her brother Neil?
Aye, the surgery to remove the brain tumor was successful, but it may have left him partially paralyzed.
Oh, Lord.
So, she should call me here tonight sometime.
Well, I tell you what, while you're waiting for a call, why don't you join us for dessert?
Oh, thanks. I'd like that. I am feeling a bit at loose ends. It's the first night we've been apart since we were married.
Oh.
Excuse me, I have to make a call, then I'll join you.
Okay. I hope you don't mind that I asked Duncan to join us.
Oh, no, not at all. He does look kind of lost, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And if you ask me, that's part of what's wrong with the institution known as marriage.
What is?
You get so dependent on the other person that when they're gone, you turn into a total basket case.
Well, I'm sure if you were to ask Duncan, he'd tell you that it's a small price to pay for the happiness he has with Shannon.
Oh, I suppose, but then I'm not an expert on that subject.
Well, I have to make a telephone call. Excuse me.
Take your time.
So I understand you're from New York. How are you enjoying your stay here at Oakdale?
I got off to a bit of a rocky start. Now that I've met Mr. Reyes, things are definitely looking up.
That's right. Head-on collision on Riverside Highway. The victim's name is Lien, L-I-E-N Hughes. I, the DA's daughter. Listen, you guys, I'd appreciate it if you were careful not to sensationalize this in any way. Well, the driver of the other car was only 19 years old, and he'd been drinking. His name is Andrew Dixon, and he's being held at City Jail. Hold on a minute.
I don't know, maybe Aunt Kim and John are doing the right thing by not bailing Andy out.
Well, I think what he needs is a good scare. Well, I'm gonna check on Leanne. Tom, I'm gonna go to recovery to see how Leanne's doing, okay?
Whenever she can have a visitor.
You will be the first to know.
Honey, Leanne is gonna be okay.
And a crummy father.
haven't spent any time with her. I've been really stiff-necked about Duke.
Stop it. You're a terrific father.
What if she starts bleeding again? God, if Andy were here, I'd crush her with my bare hands.
I've got to give Lucinda a call. Be all right till I get back? Come on, I'll drive you home.
This has to be the worst night of my life.
You know, you better start thinking about hiring a lawyer for Andy.
I know, John and I thought we ought to talk to Al-Anon first and then maybe to Dr. Matthews before we do anything.
Is the surgery over?
Yeah, Leanne is in recovery and Mama is with her.
How is she?
She's okay. She's lost a lot of blood, but she is okay.
It's gonna be all right, Duke. Go ahead, let it out. It's okay.
I never thought I'd get a wrinkle. Till I got one. That did it.
Oil of Olay.
This is war.
Created to penetrate quickly.
It's gonna be a very lonely wrinkle.
Closely resembling the fluid that helps young skin maintain its softness and fullness.
Grow old gracefully, huh?
Oil of Olay.
I may be young, but I wasn't born yesterday.
Original and now sensitive.
Just give me honest work at honest pay. Honest sweat from a hard-earned day. And when I'm through, that's when I'll say, I want my clean as real as ivory. It's gotta be 99.44. I want my clean as real as ivory. Nothing less, nothing more.
No deodorants, no heavy perfumes. That's a real clean. That's ivory.
It's gotta be pure, that's for sure. I want my clean as real as ivory.
With McDonald's salad, you can travel light through your busy day when you want a bite. Have them at home or out by the pool. Fresh tossed salads, crisp and cool. At a game, on a boat, or on the run. You know McDonald's salads, all dressed up and ready to go.
An unfair taste test between delicious Swift Premium Brown and Serve sausage and ordinary sausage. Unfair because they're still cooking. Swift Premium Brown and Serve sausage. Great taste without the wait. We win.
You never know where history will unfold, but you always know where to turn. The CBS Evening News with Dan Rather. You always know when it's CBS News.
All right, everything is set. Ellie's is going to open tomorrow night. I've got full-page ads all set to go in the City Times and the Argus. I've got the mock-ups, which I would like your expert opinion on, Snyder. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I want to see him.
You're still bugged about what Caleb said before he left, aren't you? Well, I know I got a little carried away, but I was just trying to make you happy, that's all.
You have made me very happy. I couldn't be happier.
Well, how come you're not smiling? I'd give anything to put that smile back in your eyes, but I'm fresh out of surprises.
I have a surprise for you.
No.
Yeah.
All
Close
right.
your eyes.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Now don't look. Keep them closed.
Okay.
Don't peek. All right. Ready? Put your hands out. Don't look. Don't look.
All right. Well?
Open your eyes.
Ah! That's great. Where'd you get these?
I got them at the confectioner's at the hotel when you were checking out. I thought it might help ease our way into reality.
Huh.
So which one do you want? You want the one with the big nose or the one with the funny ears?
Neither. I want the one with the short hair.
I don't see why you're so surprised that you lashed out at Ellie when she came to see you. I mean, under the circumstances, your anger's very natural.
Well, natural or not, I'm gonna have to learn how to control it. I already feel like my family is being forced to take sides in all this, and I hate it. And actually, I was thinking about taking Jared up on his job offer and moving back east.
I don't see how moving's gonna solve or resolve any of this. And from a purely selfish point of view, I'd really miss you.
Oh, I tell you, that Cal Strickland is the most pig-headed man I have ever met. He just won't take no for an answer.
So does that mean you're not going to go to Waco?
No, it means I still haven't made up my mind. But the more he pushes me, the more I'm inclined to say no.
Oh, and that's not pig-headed at all, is it,
Cider,
Mama?
you are.
Nobody cider. I'm going to take the cider.
Hey.
Sweetheart.
Hi, Caleb.
Didn't Julie come home with you?
No, she's going to be a little late. She had to close up at work. Lisa had to go to the hospital. There was an accident tonight.
That's odd.
What's odd?
I got a message on my service from your wife. She said it was urgent to contact her as soon as possible. Something about seeing a friend who's in serious trouble.
What is real? Is she for real? Is that for real? Is he for real? What is real? This is real. Skittles. New tart and tangy. New wild berry. New tropical. Real new, real good with real fruit juices. Skittles bite-sized candies. Taste the rainbow.
Now, for every time life turns up the heat,
I told you we wouldn't know anybody.
a new kind of antiperspirant, Degree.
Total strangers.
I see that.
New Degree is body heat activated. Every time your body heat rises, Degree kicks in with extra protection. Precisely when you need it most, Degree has you covered.
It's about time.
New Degree protects you most when you need it most.
Oh, mama, don't you feed me no bologna. I want a bigger deal. Don't feed me just a sandwich. I want a manwich meal. Don't feed me no bologna. I want a manwich meal. Some slices, shoot some shreds, shoot some salad. Salad, salad, salad shooter.
Presto Salad Shooter Slicer Shredder. Point and shoot right where you want. Clean up easy, dishwasher safe, store anywhere.
Salad shooter.
Now cordless rechargeable too.
What are you doing here?
I thought I would drop by to help you out with your investigative work.
Oh, whoa.
Come on, we go back a long ways, and I do know the ropes.
Give him a little rope.
And he'll hang around.
Valerie Bertinelli and guest star Pat Harrington together again on Sydney. Then,
Table 4.
Bonjour.
it's Dinner Theater with the Zappas on Normal Life after Sydney Wednesday. Whoopi Goldberg, Baghdad Cafe, Friday.
Yes, Leanne Hughes, Tom Hughes' daughter. The driver was Andrew Dixon. He was driving drunk. They're holding him at the city jail right now. Look, I want to use this as the lead-in for the local portion of the 11 o'clock news. Good. No, Blythe, I'm going to be with my lawyer until very late, so I'll see you tomorrow at the studio. All right, goodbye. Hello, Julie. Waiting to use the telephone?
No, I'm waiting to tell you what I think about you deliberately playing up on this story to make things tougher on Andy. Man, you are unbelievable. How could you be so cruel?
Look, Julie, it's news. It's news, and I run a television station. How do you think Caleb would feel about your continued interest in Andy?
He knows all about my history with Andy, and he's completely understanding.
Yes, but does he know all about your history with me?
No, only because that was the biggest mistake of my life, and I'm too ashamed to admit it. Now I can see you're doing the same thing with Blythe, giving her the runaround while you're making the moves on this girl from New York.
Why do you care? Oh, you're jealous.
Excuse me, Joel.
Flattered.
There's a call for you on the bar phone.
Thanks.
Sure.
Hello, this is Julie Snyder.
Hi, it's Henry Matthews. I got your message.
Oh, thank you for calling me back so quickly, Dr. Matthews. I have a very dear friend who is in some serious trouble. My friend has got a drinking problem, and tonight he was driving while he was drunk, and he caused an accident and seriously injured another person. I just got back from seeing him over at the city jail, and he asked me if I could call you. Do you think that you could go over there and talk to him?
Sure, I can do that. What's your friend's name?
Andrew Dixon.
John Dixon's son?
Yeah, that's right.
I'll go over and see him first thing in the morning. Say, listen, I'm out here at the farm and Caleb's here. I'll put him on.
What? Wait a minute. What? Matt? You're Dr. Henry Matthews?
The one and only.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even make the connection when Andy asked me to call you.
It's no problem. Here's Caleb.
Hey, Julie. Listen, you went to see Andy at the jail.
Yes, I did, sweetie. Please don't be angry.
Why would I be angry? I know that you're concerned about him. I just wish you'd have told me you were going. I'd have gone along with you.
Thanks, babe. You're the most understanding husband in the whole world.
5 minutes. That's it.
Glad to see you.
Was over at the hospital. I thought you'd want to know that Leanne came through surgery. Provided there's no complications within the next 24 hours, she's gonna make it.
Go ahead, say it.
Say what?
How angry you are. What a jerk you think I am.
You're right, Andy, I am angry. I'm angry as hell that somebody so damn bright, with so much going for them, could just throw it all away and hurt so many other people in the process, not to mention yourself. But that's not what I came here to say.
I'm surprised you even came here at all. I can't believe you even want to have anything to do with me.
To tell you the truth, I wasn't gonna come. I know that your mom and dad have cut you off, and I thought maybe that's what I should do, too. But you stood by me through all my ups and downs with my dad and the trial. So I figured I owed it to you.
Thanks.
But I'm through indulging you. And me, like everybody else, is sick and tired of all your lies, and I'm not gonna put up with them anymore. So don't think you're gonna be able to con me again the way that you did when you got me to loan you that money. Because I'm wise to you, Andy. Damn it, you're sick! You're really sick, you need help!
I know that! I know I am. Before, I was miserable over Julie, and I thought I could handle a drink. I needed a drink just to ease the pain a little bit, you know? I thought I could handle it, but I know that I can't now.
What do you intend to do about it?
I intend to get help.
We've all heard that before.
This is the truth this time. I swear, Paul. I swear. It's the truth.
You know, I really hope so for your sake. Because I gotta tell you, if what you did to Leanne doesn't get you off this suicide course you're on, nothing will. Dr. Phelan said we could stop by. She looks so pale.
Well, that's normal under the circumstances, Tom. I mean, she's just been through major surgery. She's sleeping off the anesthetic. You can sit with her for a couple of minutes if you want, okay? I'll be outside.
Honey, I'm gonna wait outside, too. Father.
You're about to witness a call that can't be made on AT&T.
Honey?
When are you coming home from your trip?
Because this call is on MCI Primetime. $8 for an hour of calls starting at 5. AT&T could cost $15.
Are they eating? Well, I gave them food.
MCI Primetime. One price all evening, the whole country. Call now.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm eating.
The heat wave continues another hot day. Make sure you have plenty of something.
Hey, what are you doing?
When it comes to 100% instant iced tea refreshment, more people choose Nestea over any other. Take the Nestea Plunge.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, mounds don't. Because sometimes you feel like a, sometimes you.
What do kids see in new Aquafresh for kids?
Wow, Aqua Kid!
With a super new taste.
He's super!
Super complete, dear. These stripes fight cavities with fluoride.
Got it right.
New Aquafresh for kids. Super protection, super taste.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Clarence here at CBS Soap Central, listening to what you had to say on the CBS Soapbox.
Brooke has just got to marry Eric.
Guiding Light is the best soap opera in the whole wide world.
I love it! Keep those calls coming. 1-900-773-SOAP.
This is CBS.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and I read something that convinced me that Beech-Nut Stage's baby food is the best. Their labels. I became a beech-nut mother because only Beech-Nut Stages has unique quality ingredients like Chiquita bananas and Regal Imperial carrots. I wanted only the very best for our daughter, and no modified tapioca starch like you'll find in other leading brands. So give your baby Beech-Nut Stages, the right food at the right stage. Compare labels yourself. There is a difference with Beech-Nut Stages.
There are so many diets available. You know, you can buy books, you can drink liquids, you can do all of those things, but none of those things give people what is most important, and that is that one-on-one support. The counselors are always cheering them on, giving them the encouragement that they need, and so easy for them, so natural, that they don't realize they've really gone through a program for weight loss.
Now you can. Lose all the weight you want for only a $185 service fee. Call 1-800-76-JENNY.
That day, I was the bearer of incredible news. Mr. Thomas had taken his bake shop to America.
Thomas's English Muffins, England's breakfast tradition in America's hands.
Trump, The Life and Times, Thursday at 5 and 11.
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
I'm gonna clear up these dishes, Mama.
No, I'll do it. Go on.
Are you sure?
No, you look very tired. Going up to bed.
All right.
I'm gonna just
I'll
putter
see you in the
around
morning.
anyway. Okay.
Okay.
Good night.
Iva, wait. I think there's something I should tell you. You too, Mama. After I left the Mona Lisa tonight, I went over to the yacht to talk to Ellie.
Oh, she was going to call me tonight.
Yeah, her plans kind of changed. It seems that Kirk bought Lisa's yacht, including the restaurant, a couple of weeks ago.
Well, I guess that means he's gonna stay in Oakdale, but it's really none of my concern what Kirk does anymore, so if you'll excuse me.
Iva, there's more. You see, when Kirk bought the yacht, he renamed it. The restaurant is now called Ellie's, and the yacht is called the LES.
Oh, chocolate bunnies do it every time.
Kirk, I'm sorry.
For what?
No, not that. I'm sorry that I let Caleb get me down about what he said earlier. This yacht and this restaurant is the most incredible thing anyone has ever done for me. You're a wonderful man.
Just a little too impulsive, right?
I like your impulsiveness. It balances my Snyder caution.
You're the least cautious of the lot. I'm sorry. That didn't come out the way I meant it to.
You know, maybe Caleb had a point. I mean, maybe I should go out to the farm and talk to Emma and Iva.
No. No, I don't think you owe any explanations. Don't
Well, I just don't want you worrying.
I'm not gonna worry. Why would I worry? Look at who I'm with.
My headaches are full-grown, adult-sized bangaroos. I got a headache, so I bang them back with Bear. It's strong. It's not an aspirin substitute. It's made for adults. Maybe that's why so many doctors take Bear. Doctors are adults, just like you and me.
For adult-sized pain, Bayer, the wonder drug that works wonders.
With men or boys in your home, chances are the bathroom needs cleaning almost every day. You need new, fresh-smelling Lysol bathroom touch-ups. Just wet one under the tap and wipe. In one step, you've cleaned, disinfected, and deodorized. So, for quick, in-between cleanings, you need new Lysol bathroom touch-ups.
Mommy, I spilled grape juice on the carpet.
That's okay. You must have stain-resistant carpet.
She uses Resolve Carpet Cleaner with DuPont Teflon. With Resolve, even grape juice comes out with ease. If you don't have stain-resistant carpet,
Mommy!
That's okay.
get Resolve with Teflon.
For something light, may we suggest a cool McDonald's salad. Tossed fresh, they go to work, to your home, to the park, to the beach. Crisp, delicious salads right in reach. Fresh tossed salads from McDonald's. Oh yeah, all dressed up and ready to go.
What you are about to see will bring tears to your eyes. As close as you can get to real tears, because Murine with Natural Tears formula is closer to your real tears than any other eye drop. Murine Natural Tears formula.
Hello, Blake.
Tonio, I don't think we should be seen talking together.
Have you considered my proposition?
Oh, indeed. But as I said, I'm quite happy with the way things are going at M&A. I'd have to be offered something quite substantial to consider leaving.
Well, if I was you, I wouldn't feel like a very valued person over there. Sean stole Craig's half of the partnership right out from under you. Where did he get that kind of cash, anyway?
I actually don't know. We've never discussed it.
Do you think you can find out?
Why?
Yes, and according to the annual report, their profit share went up quite a bit. I would say that, look, before I give you any concrete deal, I want to know exactly what kind of information on Gavin Kruger you can give me.
Well, after Emily briefs me, I'm confident that I can give you any information you need.
It's great news about Leanne, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Annie's gonna be so relieved. Can I get you some more coffee or maybe like a cordial?
Nope.
No, I'm
nothing
all
for
set,
me,
thank
thank you. But you can do me a favor.
Sure.
Would you see if you could pry Blake off the phone?
Well, he's not even on the phone. He's talking to Tonio. Oh, excuse me. One moment. Oh, hi.
Hey.
Just found out from Duncan that Leanne's doing fine.
Yeah, I know. I was over at the hospital when she got out of surgery. Then I went by and I saw Andy at the jail.
Oh, you did? Did you tell him about Leanne? Because he was so worried when I saw him.
You saw him?
Yes. He asked me to call Dr. Henry Matthews. He's a friend of Iva's. He specializes in treating drug and alcohol addiction. He's going to call him first thing in the morning.
Great. That sounds hopeful. Excuse me.
Sure.
I promise you that I will never, ever make a telephone call in your presence.
I thought perhaps you got distracted by that pretty red-haired hostess.
Julie? No, she used to work for me. Gail, it is a beautiful night. Why don't we go for a drive? We could end up at my penthouse, have a nightcap.
That's an awfully tempting offer. But I have an early breakfast meeting with my lawyer. I'll take a rain check, though.
A rain check, all right. I'm going to hold you to that because I'm not going to let you leave Oakdale until I've had a chance to get to know you better. Oh, I may have found a way to find out where Sean got his money.
So my Aunt Kim and John have refused to set bail for Andy. They said that he's on his own.
I know that seems like a tough stand to take, but maybe it'll make Andy realize the seriousness of what he's done.
You see, Jess, I think that he realizes already how serious it is. I mean, when I saw him over there, he was scared to death, and I know that feeling. And I just think that he needs somebody there to give him a little support. If nothing else, just to help him get a lawyer. I want you to represent him, Jess, and I'll pay for whatever it costs.
Okay, I'll represent him. I'll go by the jail in the morning.
Great. Thanks.
I just spoke to Phelan. The only visitor he'll allow Leanne tonight is Tom. You know, you have an exhausting day ahead of you tomorrow. Why don't I drive you home?
All right, darling. I am so tired, I can hardly see straight.
You know, I'd be glad to drive Kim home. That is, if you wanted to stay here with Tom for a while.
Kim,
Are you leaving now?
Yeah, I think I will. We've got a terrible day tomorrow. All right, honey, I'll probably be.
Want a lift?
No, I'm probably just gonna stay here. If I go home, I won't be able to sleep anyway. See.
Bob, aren't you going home?
No, I'm gonna stay in case Tom or Leanne need me.
Leanne's regained consciousness, and I told her that you sent your love. She's still pretty weak. She nodded off when I was talking to her.
So, she still doesn't know Andy was the one who hit her, does she?
No, I didn't want to upset her with that.
Tom, I know this is probably the wrong time to ask you this question, but just what kind of charges are going to be brought against Andy?
You're right, Mom. It's the wrong time to ask that question.
I tried to get a job with the phone company. They said I wasn't phone company material. But I decided not to take it too personally. I love being the spokesperson for Ultress. You know what Ultress does for me? It helps me to feel good about myself. I feel confident. I could look at any woman and say, you could use this and feel better about yourself. If you haven't tried it, how do you know what you're missing? Do you really want to know how I feel about Ultress? I love it. I do.
If you could capture the freshness of this valley, blend it with just the right herbs and spices, you'd have something special. Just what the folks of Hidden Valley had in mind when they created the first ranch dressing. Hidden Valley Ranch. Valley fresh taste from a very special place. Hidden Valley Ranch. It's the original.
With Nestle Crunch ice cream bars, you have an excuse to eat them fast. Because they're ice cream, plus the scrunchious taste of Nestle Crunch. And they could melt.
Ice cream is scrumptious when it crunches. That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
Never had one melt yet?
Dad, is there any way you could send the money today?
To send money fast, come to Western Union. It'll get to any of our 13,000 locations, usually in 15 minutes or less.
Keep in touch.
Western Union, the fastest way to send money.
There's something about the power of the moon I just can't explain, but I feel it instinctively. That's part of its mystique.
Andy McDowell on the power of Luna Mystique.
When it touches me, it's as if the power of the moon is mine, and I can draw to me all that I desire. Who can explain Luna Mystique? All I can tell you is if the moon can move an entire ocean, imagine what it can do for you.
Possess the power. Luna Mystique, the fragrance.
I don't know how much Julie told you. Just the facts. Of course, I read about the particulars of the accident in this morning's paper.
Never even thought about that. I guess everyone in the whole town knows what I did.
I'd say that's the least of your problems right now, Andy. You know, when your dad explained to me your situation a couple of weeks ago, he said that for a while you were attending AA regularly.
Yeah, that's true. I was sober for well over a year.
So? What happened?
A lot of stuff, a lot of heavy stuff. Thought I could handle it, you know, just have one drink. Just one. Led to another, and another, and another.
You know, you're facing some pretty serious charges here.
I know.
You scared?
You bet.
Is that the reason why you're asking for help now? Then why?
because I almost killed somebody. I just can't go on like this. My dad said you have a clinic for people like me.
Yes, I do. But I'd probably refer you to another clinic, one that specializes in counseling teenagers and young adults.
Do you think I could get into a detox program there? I've heard that if you have a drug or alcohol dependency, especially if you're young, and you agree to go into detox, then the judge would be lenient with you.
Andy, are you serious about getting sober and staying sober? Or are you just looking for an easy way out of this lousy mess that you've gotten yourself into?
No, I want to be straight now.
Because if you think going through detox is going to be easy, you'd better think again. You know those little voices that you're hearing in your head right now? Pretty soon they're going to be screaming at you so loud that you're going to think that your head's exploding.
I know. I've gone cold turkey before. I know what the withdrawal is like. I can do it again.
I'm sure you can do it. Anybody can. The question is, how serious are you about wanting to kick your addiction? I've heard a lot of guilt coming from you, a lot of remorse, but I'm not so sure I've heard any real conviction. You know, most of these programs are full up. There's a lot of people waiting to get into them, people that are deadly serious about getting straight. So before you waste my time or the court's time, I suggest you think real hard and long about what you're getting yourself into here, and whether or not you've got the guts and the willpower to see it through.
It's very important that I speak to you, Dr. Matthews, so when you get this message, I'd appreciate a call as soon as possible. Well, I wonder how Leanna's doing this morning.
Oh, I'm sure she's doing all right. Bob would have called from the hospital. Kim, last night I tried to broach the subject with Tom about the charges against Andy, but I'm afraid my timing was really not very good.
At this point, I wouldn't blame Tom if he wanted to prosecute Andy to the legal limit.
No, I'm sure that won't happen. Besides, what would it solve? Andy is, well, he has an illness. He has a disease, and he needs help right now, and locking him up is not going to solve that. And I'm sure this tragedy is going to bring Andy to his senses.
Wish I could believe that. I've had that same hope too many times before.
Kim, I know you have so much on your mind right now, and yet I really feel I must tell you this. My timing is probably, once again, quite lousy, but I couldn't help but notice last night at the hospital, you and John and Bob. And, honey, are you aware of the fact that you just cut Bob out of every decision you had to make about Andy?
What are you talking about? No, I didn't. Did I?
Oh, yes.
Well, it certainly wasn't my intention to do that.
Oh, I'm not saying that, Kim. It's just, you just, believe me, Bob felt hurt.
Bob is hurt?
Yes. You know, Bob is, he needs to be needed. And he wants to be there for all of us, and he is. He's
Lisa,
there for us when we need him.
Lisa, for God's sakes, there's no way that I could have gotten through the past 4 months without Bob's love and support. That's what I've needed from him. It's what he's given me, and he knows that.
Are you sure? I'm not so sure that he does know that.
Well, I don't know why he does it. I tell him all the time.
Well, honey, telling is one thing, and showing is something else.
Hi.
Hi, darling.
Lisa?
How's Leanne this morning?
Well, she's still weak, but she's definitely more herself today. Did you call Henry Matthews?
Yeah, I just left a message on his machine.
If I'm not here when he calls back, would you ask him to call me at the office later? There's something else I want to talk to him about.
Okay.
I don't take a shower.
Just a minute now. I'd like to know why I had to find out about my great-granddaughter and the events of last night by reading the morning newspaper.
Mom, I'm sorry. We did debate calling you, but it was late, and there was really nothing you or Matt could do.
We could have been there with you, all of you.
Well, I'm sorry. I thought I did the right thing.
That's exactly what you said the last time Andy got into trouble and ended in the hospital. I didn't appreciate it then, and I don't appreciate it now, and Dan doesn't either. We are a part of this family.
I'm sorry.
And that means part of the good and the bad. And don't you ever forget it, any of you.
Believe me, we won't.
Well, all right. Now, what about Andy? What's going to happen with him?
Well, he has to go before a judge to be arraigned.
I'd like to see him. Is he here?
No, he's in jail.
What?
John and Kim decided not to post bail.
It was a very difficult decision, Mom, but John and I both felt it was the right thing to do. Excuse me, maybe that's Dr. Matthews. Hello? Hi, John. No, I called Dr. Matthews, left a message on his machine. Well, you and I have to talk about it. Are you going to come over here? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm about to mindlessly spoon sugar into my coffee. So I'll have to do extra sit-ups. So after years of this habit, I'll have to do even more sit-ups. Eventually, I won't sleep at night. I'll just sit up. I could use Equal in my coffee and maybe forget all those extra sit-ups.
Equal tastes like real sugar because Equal is made with NutraSweet.
I know. Do the sit-ups anyway.
Equal. What a sweet choice.
This is your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude of 31,000 feet. And in a moment, the flight attendants will begin serving lunch and...
Captain, we forgot the Colombian coffee.
%100% Colombian coffee, handpicked by Juan Valdez. It's the richest coffee in the world.
Here you go, dear.
Are your meals dull and lifeless since you stopped using butter?
My favorite.
Then try all-natural Butterbud sprinkles. Butter is loaded with fat and calories, but Butterbuds has the flavor of butter with no cholesterol, virtually no fat, and only 3 calories per serving.
It's your favorite.
With Butterbuds on your favorite hot foods.
How is it?
It's corn.
There is life after butter. Butterbuds, it's better than butter.
Look, Mr. and Mrs. Caleb Snyder.
Oh, we won $1 million.
Good morning, Ivor.
Hi, Ava.
I think I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee for a walk over to Cal's. You want one?
Yeah, please.
You bet.
Iva, I hope you understand why I told you about Kirk buying Lisa's yacht. I just thought it'd be easier to hear it from me.
I
than
know.
to hear
Look, it's no big deal, really.
Okay. I'll see you in a bit.
Ida.
Mama, I really don't want to discuss this. I mean, it is very clear that they are serious about each other now, and if I have a problem with that, I'll just have to deal with it, you know?
Do you want to talk? I'm in the kitchen.
All right.
Okay. I love you.
I love you, Mama.
Yeah, it's for you.
Oh, thanks.
Kirk's renamed the restaurant Ellie's, and the yacht is now called the LES.
Iva?
I'm going to let you get some rest now, but I'll be back later.
Tom had some things he had to take care of, but he'll be here soon.
If you can stand another visitor. There's a very cute guy out there with a ponytail who's been waiting up all night to see you. Want to see him? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I must look awful. What's my hair doing? I think this girl's making a very speedy recovery, huh? You look fine.
Margot, could you get Duke on your way out?
I'll prepare him. Come on.
Goodbye, dear.
Bye-bye.
Hi. This is for you. I found him in the gift shop. Figured he'd be a lot better company than Flowers, and he'd last longer too, you know?
He's adorable, Duke. Thank you.
Can't believe you just had an operation. You look so beautiful.
Well, I think I'll just go get a cup of coffee, okay?
Oh, Lie, how's Casey gonna get to the hospital for work without Rosie?
The hospital has made some arrangements with their van.
Right, good. Good. Well, we gotta figure out a name for this furry little guy there. Hey, good looking.
Hey, what happened to Rosie? Is she in the shop again?
Yeah, she's in this shop, sort of.
Sort of? Duke?
Me and my big mouth. Leon, that van that was involved in the accident with you last night. It was my van.
Wait, well, who was driving it?
Andy. It was Andy who did this to you.
Well, I think that's all the information I'm gonna need for now.
I was really surprised to see you walk in here this morning. Guess my mom and dad changed heart, huh?
Oh, your parents didn't hire me, Andy. Paul did. You've got a very good friend there.
I know. I'm gonna pay him back every cent, too.
I'm sure you will.
Guess I'm in serious trouble, huh?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Did you hear how Leanne was this morning?
I called Margot before I left the house. Leanne had a restful night, and she's doing well. Margot and Tom stayed at the hospital pretty late last night. Duke spent the night. From what Margot said, Tom might as well have kept him company because he didn't sleep at all, and he was up and out of the house at the crack of dawn.
Must be ready to kill me.
Well, I've got to get back to the office. I'll be in touch when the judge sets your arraignment.
Thank you, Jessica.
Dixon, you have another visitor.
When you're constipated, you're not yourself. Constipation makes you feel crabby, cranky, slow, and sluggish. Feel more comfortable with Dulcolax. Dulcolax is the only leading laxative with a comfort coating designed to protect your stomach. A comfort coating and overnight relief, so you feel buoyant, bouncy, light, and loving.
In other words, your normal self again.
Dulcolax, the comfort-coated laxative.
What do professionals do when they get a clogged sink, a stopped-up shower, a backed-up tub? They just pour in the power. The professional power of professional strength liquid Drano with 3 active ingredients. The power it takes to clear really tough clogs. Professionals use the professional liquid, and now you can too. Pour in the power. New professional strength liquid Drano.
Do certain women possess a beauty secret you do not? Yes. New DuPont certified Stainmaster Luxura carpet. It's richer, it's thicker, and it's Stainmaster. Exclusively DuPont.
A married woman.
Don't get involved with it.
Puts Jake in the middle of murder.
Maybe you wanted her husband out of the way. Killed him.
It's a lie, Your Honor.
An all-new Jake and the Fat Man, Wednesday.
What is her secret?
It's been 15 years since the plane crash.
Caroline's dead.
Why is she here?
I want you to stay away from my children.
Is she my sister or what?
Is she committing a crime
I don't see any indications of retardation.
or a miracle?
Help me, Winston.
Stephanie Symbolist.
Caroline!
A Hallmark Hall of Fame presentation, Sunday.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. Children's Clothes by Good Lad of Philadelphia. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.